Hello everyone, welcome back to Restaurant Nation. Once again, my name is Junior. Today, we got the RX8 back in my garage. Actually, not back in my garage for the first time. Today, I'm going to attempt to pull the radiator. I've already got the front bumper pulled off. You can see where we flat towed it. I got the tow hook in, but that's besides the point. But in this box back here, we have a radiator. I'm gonna swap the radiator because the one that in it got broke, definitely through not my own problems, not my fault. I mean, it was, but whatever. But we're gonna swap that radiator so we can actually bring it up to operating temperature and see if it still smokes like a freight train, or if it was just stuff in the combustion chamber that can actually be burnt off. I know very little about the car since I bought it. It's an 05, so it's had quite a few owners and I don't know anything about it, so I'm just gonna try to throw a radiator in it, bring it up to operating temperature, and see if it burns off all that white smoke it was bellowing last time. And as you can see by where there was a rat's nest and the fact there's half a tree under here, it definitely didn't sit for, oh, how long's it been, Willie? About a year sitting because I was working on my friggin' truck. Okay, so we pulled air intake box, the little tray that goes underneath it, battery box, moved the coolant reservoir out of the way, pulled the AC condenser bolts from the front of it, figured out one of my fans down here is
we'll just do this.
Probably was surviving on hopes and dreams and is now not surviving at all. But got to pull this upper radiator hose, the one bolt that isn't bent up out of the way.
There's a lower radiator hose.
And then there'll be a lower radiator hose somewhere.
In there somewheres.
Okay, pulled upper and lower radiator hoses, pulled the two transmission cooler lines, removed all the fan wiring, dropped out the radiator, and yeah, that's not exactly straight no more. Now because it's time to see if I got the right radiator. Oh, new coolant required. Oh no. Well,
It is a radiator. That's a start.
That's
good on it. Just
drop it.
slam it around. That looks to have all the
got new
cover.
cooler lines. And
Yeah, we're definitely going to not change those.
yeah, that's the right one. Sweet. So after Willie did some smart thinking and actually got the nuts sitting in there flat, fan's on. Time to put it back together. Alright, radiator's back in-ish. Haven't finished buttoning everything up yet, but we're just gonna fill it with water, put the overflow back on, fill it with water, put the air intake back up, and try to start it and see if it, one, blows all this detritus around, or if it catches on fire, and two, if it fixed anything. Alright, let's see if this works.
First attempt.
Right into yep, China side. That's the air pump. Alright, so it's the next morning. Didn't really want to fire off last night, but I know from the one time we did fire it off last time that it loves having enough juice in the battery. So I've had my little 1 amp charger on the battery all night. I've got my jump pack plugged in. I'm gonna hook the jump pack up to a hopefully fairly charged battery. I've got 5 gallons of 91 in it. It might work. We're gonna find out, I guess. So first things first. Grab the jump pack, sit here, unhook battery charger. Because oddly enough, I don't want to smoke my battery charger. We'll hook it to the spare battery. Why not? That's a terrible way to do that. I'm not going to do it like that. Alright, let's see if she fires off. Trying. You hear it stuttering?
Yeah.
Now I don't have enough battery. I guess I'm gonna have to leave the charger on until it's fully charged and stop being impatient, and then rehook up the jump pack, and we're gonna try it again because jump pack's like halfway dead. I'm gonna give it one more go. The jump pack's like halfway dead, so it's stuttered and hitched, but it didn't pop off. So. Definitely needs more juice. We're gonna hook up the charger again, recharge the jump pack, maybe use both my jump packs at once, I don't know, but we're gonna do that. And then come back again, which for you should be instantaneous. Alright, so it's the next day, this time actually the next day instead of like a month later, but I have 2 fully charged battery packs. Still wouldn't fire off yesterday. I'm still hoping it's a voltage issue and I don't have to pull the plugs and deflood it again. So I'm going to give it one more try, this time with both fully charged battery packs, which should have enough juice. If it doesn't fire off now, I'm going to pull the plugs, do the deflooding procedure, and see if I can get it to fire off. But start with the jump packs and see what happens. off. I'm gonna guess my coolant seals are bad. It's a hell of a misfire. And it's just spitting. Shit out of the exhaust. Although I revved it and it feels better now. And now it's not misfiring as bad. Low coolant light went off. Coolant temp is good. Huh. Maybe it just had a bunch of gunk in the chamber. It's still blowing smoke. I don't know if that's from coolant seals, if that's just water. Definitely smells kind of funky. But hey, she finally started and peed all over my floor. I should probably open every door I have. Everything seems to be okay for now. Let it warm up, let it run for a while. Go get more water, just in case that is. Just in case that is coolant. I should go get more water to at least let it come up to operating temp. I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so ignore the haze. It's running now on its own power, no jump packs. I just had to charge up the battery. Still smoking, but not as bad as it was, I feel like. And oh. I mean, it's been sitting here running of its own accord probably 10-15 minutes. Temps are good, but a little bit high. Oil pressure is good. I went ahead and turned traction control up just because I wanted to see how that worked. I never actually had a car with traction control, but now I can't turn it back on, so I think you have to restart it to turn it back on. But don't know what that noise or that beep is. Should probably go check that out. So that noise was the water burning off because I filled it with water, not coolant. But I mean, still smoking pretty bad. I got to figure that out. But it at least starts and runs of its own power now. I might have a fix for the coolant seal smoking, but in the effort of giving everything a fair shake, I replaced the ignition coils too. I would have replaced the coil wires, but I ran out of money. But I read online, those apparently are a common failure part, and they're only meant to last like 25,000 miles. And it looks like the ones I pulled off were possibly stock ones. I'm not sure if you can read that, but got 4 new ignition coils. They said that could explain why it won't start when it's hot, which is what it was doing. It'd start fine cold but wouldn't start hot. So replace the ignition coils. I got some antifreeze, some K-seal to see about sealing where the coolant is leaking into the combustion chamber. I've heard mixed things about K-seal. Some say it works great, some say it doesn't work, but I figured give it a shot because If it does work, great. If it doesn't work, the motor has to come apart anyway. So anyway, I've got to get the airbox, air intake, everything back on, everything plugged back up, start it, fill it with antifreeze and K-seal, and see if it works. Okay, let's see if she fires with those new coils. Come on, baby. Oh, almost. Spit out that gunk. Come on. Stay alive for just a second. Get all the gunk spit out. There we go. Well, that was pain. Now time to put K-seal in and see if it seals that coolant leak and makes this any better. K-seal is in. Coolant cap is back on. Now according to the bottle, I let it run for like 20 minutes. According to online, actually, according to the bottle, it says 1 to 3 minutes after engine reaches operating temperature. So I'll keep an eye on it. According to online, you let it run for like 20 minutes. Do not rev or anything, just let it pass normally. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I'll check back with you guys here in a little bit, see if the smoking stopped. Fans just kicked on, so I would call that operating temp. It is still smoking, but maybe it's lighter. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep it running for the next 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, and we're gonna see if it helps. So, after K-seal and Blue Devil gasket sealer, still starts a little rough, runs okay, and still smokes a bit. It is a lot better than it was, but it is still smoking. You can see it's still dripping out some of that water. So I guess I was one of the unlucky cases where gasket sealer won't fix it. Damn. For anyone wondering, that wasn't, I just dumped it in and then revved it up and hoped it would work. I did what it said on the bottle. I poured it in, I let it get up to operating temperature. I held it at operating temperature for 50 minutes. I shut it off, I let it cool back down. I did that about 3 or 4 times. I think this is like the 5th heat cycle, and it's still smoking a little bit. So I think she's done, bud. Hello everyone, Future Junior here. Looks like that's where the RX8 is going to set for a little while. I ended up losing my job at the factory where I've worked for like 8 years, and so I have to find another one. But I do want to make another video on it. I want to replace the coolant seals, get it up and ripping. So for now we're going to call it, but look forward to seeing some more of it in the future, hopefully, once I get some cash built back up. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.